Outcast. And so I want you guys to watch this film, take it all in, and be ready to have a deep discussion in about an hour and a half. Thank you. Welcome to our first webisode conversation for the Movie Club. We'll be discussing Pariah. The Movie Club has been going on for about 2 years. The purpose of the Movie Club is to talk about thought-provoking movies and then give intellectual feedback on independent films as well as mainstream media. Alright, so first question. What were your initial perceptions of the movie before seeing it? And then what were your thoughts after viewing it?
I liked that the movie was just that it was a movie and it told a story and it kept me engaged, and I'm glad I watched it. I think it was very well written and well acted, and I liked the story.
I had an idea of what it was going to be about, but they had a whole lot of stuff going on. I think that it had a lot of interesting twists and turns.
So why do you feel her mother was so overprotective? Do you think it was because she was in some type of denial?
Denial, and I think religion had a lot to do with it as well.
I didn't see one part of the movie where they even touched hands, hug, anything.
Yeah, she was in denial through the whole thing. I felt, the part where she opened up the refrigerator and started, she had all those plates up there. She kept making his meals. And I think she was finally coming to realize that this is what it is, and she was throwing that, food away. Then when she took that sweater that was the daughter's, that she bought for the daughter and put it in there, I think she didn't want to believe it, but I think she was accepting it. She wasn't happy with it.
I think she represented some viewpoints of some women. I want to get married by a certain time, I want to have a certain order. So she was looking at things from an order perspective.
It felt to me like she was unhappy and didn't have a lot of control over her husband, over her daughter, over different aspects of her life, and it seemed that she really strived to maintain this rigidity. It appeared to me that she had an idea of how you behave and what's acceptable communication and interaction at work, and that only one person in her work environment met that idea for her.
That they really didn't include her either. And I just wondered while watching the movie if they had been a little bit more welcoming to her, like if she would have received it.
I felt like in the work scene that she was trying to be private and didn't want people knowing her personal business and didn't want to, she really was kind of shutting everyone off.
The definition of pariah based on when they had the trailer, it said a person without status, a rejected member of society. So obviously we know that was her daughter, Alike, but I felt like her in that scene, she was a social outcast at work. They didn't want to include her, so she goes there looking at her like, please. And so I felt like she also had some form of rejection or felt like a social outcast.
The daughter had the outlet of the teacher. She had the outlet of her friends and going out. And I guess the mom's outlet could have been her friend at work, but she was so guarded and caught up in what was going on that she, messed herself up because she never learned how to enjoy life and communicate with other people.
One thing I just noticed, so as I watched the movie and we learned about Alike, that she was a very intelligent young lady, she was very smart. And so outside of the obvious of the commonality she had with, that circle, I felt like, she was downgraded. Like that wasn't the crowd she should have been with.
I think the movie showed that a person isn't one thing. Just because you are a lesbian, there's not a whole kit that comes with that.
I think she struggled with that too because she was never comfortable in the club setting. She was only really comfortable in the environment where she was one-on-one with her friend and that movie.
I think she was just trying to find herself. She was just looking for the time being. That's the impression that I got.
Do you think that lesbian women who portray this masculine role, are they comfortable in their own skin or do they have some type of identity issue? When I'm looking at it and I'm seeing them going to go and they're going to go get a strap on, but the girl who is confident in being a masculine lesbian, she's embarrassed to go and get the strap on. She's embarrassed to take it back. But why? This is what you want to be. This is what you're portraying. Well, I'm just putting it out there though. But
contrary to the other girls, that Butch side has to be there.
But that's not the case in the movie. If you look at her relationship with Bean or Bina, the other young lady, she's not Butch at all.
Right.
If you were looking at them on the street, they were both walking down the street, you would not think one of them was Butch and one of them was another way.
Well,
You would just see two girls
No, she has
going
one.
to an alternative party.
I think for her, one of the elements that allowed her to be defiant, changing her clothes every day at school.
They do it because they are being defiant yet submissive at the same time. So I don't want to go home and argue with my mother. So I am changing back my clothes. But I'm still being defiant because when I get to school, I'm changing that outfit and I'm doing what I want to do. It is a form of defiance, but yet at the same time, it's submissiveness because I still respect my household.
So
You know, when she goes to speak to her mother, you see that very clearly. She still has a level of respect for her because
Right.
this is my mother. But she tells her father, I'm not running away from you, I'm choosing. Because she has finally gotten to the point where she's no longer worried about being defiant nor submissive. She's saying, this is who I am.